Yeah. Yo, let's get it poppin' like some bacon grease. The beat is knocking like Jehovah Witnesses invade the streets. I'm related to David. It's my nature to slay a beast. Even with the nicest intentions, I do the same to beats. The objective is elevating the Savior King. We lift the Messiah so high that he's over everything. But in our efforts in glorifying him faithfully, we're
Yo, what's up, man? Welcome to another edition of The Juice. I thank y'all for being here with us again today. And today we got with us Yang Baby, an international artist from Germany, man. You know, from Central Africa originally, but now living in Germany. Introduce yourself to the people, Yang Baby. Let them know what's up, man.
Yeah, thank you, big brother. It's your boy, Young Baby Boloman the Kaiser. Yeah, like you said, I'm from Gabon. Was born and grew up over there, but now actually I'm based in Germany, in Frankfurt, South African. CEO, artist, songwriter, producer. You know, that's it.
Oh yeah, my man does it all. We're gonna get into all that too, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna take it back. I'm gonna go all the way back to 2014. That's what we're gonna start this at. Let's talk about your the song Son of Light. You know, when I first heard it, it had an EDM feel to it, which is a little bit different than what you do now. So talk about the growth and style changes from back in 2014 to where you are now.
Okay, normally, I don't know if you read the bio, but I started make music, writing and producing for other people. So I got the crew. They contact me and they want me to make a song for this artist, Caroline. And the problem is, was my first time. She was like, it was like a kind of pop electro music. At the beginning, I was thinking like, should I do it or not? You know, and then we had a good feeling together. We meet at our studio, and then I produced the song with some friends. Time I was not sure if I gotta, go really hip hop or I have to stick to the German electro music. You know, that's why when you listen to the song, it's kind of EDM. You know, it don't really sound like hip hop.
I got you, because when I first heard it, I was like, oh yeah, this definitely got an EDM feel. But that's a German thing. Like I'm not gonna say they, because people in America love that too. But that's really like a German thing. They really love the EDM compared to different factions here in America that rock it that way. So I'm gonna jump into next. I think went to 2016 with you. You know what I'm saying? And then the song that kind of really put you on was like In My Zone. You know what I'm saying? Also there, you know what I'm saying? That was critically acclaimed in Germany, and I'm like in Europe and things of that nature. How did that change your trajectory and from where you started to where you thought you could go from there?
Actually, normally I always been a hip hop artist and a hip hop fan, the culture, being in a club, the way I live, I was really, really connected with the culture. But, when it's come to the career, Amazon was a song that I wrote at the time when I was struggling a little bit, just a little bit, and I had this idea, and I was like, I will start to write songs for people. I will try to start my own career. So this is why I started to write the song. But it was not the first song that I wrote down. I had a lot of songs that I wrote at the time, but Amazon, I felt like that was the time to drop it, to put it out, to put it out and really start doing hip hop, But at the time, I wanted to have my own signature, not being really in the trend. Have something like when you listen to the song, hey, that's the guy, that's his shit, Yeah, that's how I did it,
Definitely got you. I feel that, man. So I'm gonna jump into this. You said something about being down just a little bit at the time. I was like, how do you work in your personal experiences into your music?
How I started making music. So how I started making music has been, like I will say, from the beginning when I was a child. I used to have my grandmother, because in Africa we have like a tradition. I have a grandmother. She's a tradition doctor, and to help people when people go into depression and kind of there you sing. We sing in different language and practice some kind of tradition songs, and I used to sing every fucking days, you know. And I think from this point I started love music, but this is a very, very different type of music. You cannot even, you maybe you can jump on it, but it's really different, you know. So I think with I mean, when I was 13, 14, this after my accident, car crash, I was like 16. This is how I started make music. I started make music. I began with beat production, you know. I was a beat maker because I have a friend of mine that was beating bars, you know, and at the time there was beating bars in French, and I was like, okay, the guy is hot, so I will just do the beat production. From beat production, I switched to mix and mastering, you know, from mix and mastering and end up writing song. So I was going through every step of the music, you know.
Yeah, I got you. I got you. And you brought up like speaking in French, and I know in Central Africa where they speak French fluently, and you know,
Yeah.
how did that shape you coming to Germany where it's a totally different language, and then trying to set yourself up in the game there where it's a language barrier.
Yeah, you know, the first time I wanted to make music in French, but like you said, I was in Germany, and at that time, if you rap in French or sing in French, it was not really, they didn't get it, you know. So I was thinking like I have to switch to English, but for someone like me who's born in a French country, never speak English before, I had to learn it on my own. You know, I got to teach me. So I took books, listen to music, watch movies. You know, and this is how I switched, and then I started make music in English. You know, at the beginning it was really hard. You know, because sometimes you have this idea, but you cannot really put it out the way you want it to be. You know, it's kind of, I think to find the melody in English is easier than in French because French is a kind of different. But to write it down, like put some deep lyrics, is a different type of, you know, of exercise. It's kind of a little bit hard.
I got you on that because like I listen to different type of music, so like blended melodies. Like as an American, sometimes I don't understand like the melody they have, but I'll be like, okay, they're rapping, but the words don't fit to what I'm trying to hear. So, but
Yeah.
with their language, it's a perfect blend. And I was like, I don't know. So I'm still
I
learning.
even, you know, I put some French and English together in one of the other songs that I produced for the album. If you pay attention, you will. I don't know if you can understand some French words. No, you understand French?
Me?
Yeah.
No, no, no. I can't even lie to you like that. Me?
But I
Nah,
have, for
born and raised in the
example,
United States. I barely understand some of the English words. So we.
I have, for example, in the album Death of the Wolf, like in French we say La mort du loup, you know, and if you pay really attention to the lyrics, I put French and German inside, you know, the song is hot, probably you will love it. This for the street, really.
I got you. I definitely got you on that. Now I want to get into before you got into music. I heard you was pretty fierce on the pitch, man. So what happened to make you leave the pitch, stop playing soccer / football, and get into the music life?
Actually, normally, I was a martial art. You know, I'll play soccer. I was very good at it, and basketball too. I'm all, yeah. And you know how I end up making music. I didn't say it in the bio because my father was a guitarist. You know, and you know, most of the time when we have a competition, championship, I used to sing. You know, I used to sing. It was like again in trance and be ready for the game. You know, but after the car crash, I went into a kind of small depression, and this time when I was not able to do nothing, I had to stay at home. I had a lot of time, plenty of time, and this is how I started to make music. But I didn't decide that I would be an artist. You know, I started singing, write song because I was alone at home. This is the way I had to heal my depression because I spent like 1 year at home. Could not move. It was a hard time, really, really hard time. Because normally I used to play ball and soccer. I was really good at it, and I didn't want to stay home. Everybody went to school, and imagine you're a young kid. You're full of energy. You don't want to stay home, and everybody going, and you had like, whoa, it was a bad time. This was a bad time for me. I even got traumatized.
Yeah, I definitely understand that. And depression and mental health is a big thing that we discussed here. Actually, my hat alone has something to do with that, but that's for another day. So as a songwriter, singer, rapper, producer, someone who has their own label, how does that give you the creative freedom to do exactly what you want and allow you to move in the direction you would like to move with other people without having other people to influence it?
I have a big freedom, but I work with some friends. I don't produce 100% anymore because I have a friend of mine, you can see in the bio, Dr. Antoine. He got a degree in music. We have some friends that listen to the music. They can say, yeah, we like, we don't like. But for me, it's very, very important because I can stay authentic, The freedom is, for example, I have the freedom to try a different style, When for example, if, I don't know, did you hear Miami Dance and
Mercedes-Benz? Yeah, I've heard it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Mercedes-Benz. Did you hear that?
Yes.
No. And now I have a new song.
I listen to everything before I interview somebody.
Okay.
I listen to everything, man.
So I just want to make sure you get it. So, for example, when you listen to this new song, No, it's totally different. It's a new, but I try to use my style when I rap, and so you can recognize me. You say that it's the same artist, and for me, being a songwriter, producer, is kind of do my thing, just the way I see the world. Because actually, when you listen to the music out there, there is a lot of songs similar, and I don't say it's bad, but I don't like it. I want to be me, and being a songwriter, this is the freedom that I have, It's a big freedom. It's a chance.
I got you. Now I wanted to get into, there's a song that took you 4 years to release. Was it Mommy Dance?
Mommy Dance.
Yeah, like what happened to cause you to take it for 4 years of work and then like a pause and then that song coming out?
The problem is, with music, it's not like we're not robots. Creativity, sometimes you feel it, you can produce. There is a lot of ways to make music, to produce music or to write a song down. You have, for example, you don't want to change your flow. You just want to have the same flow and you add it to any kind of beat. That's the way some artists do their thing. For me, music is a feeling first, it's a feeling. And when I write a song and I don't feel it, I just put it to the side. And the problem with Miami Dance, it was at the time I was working with a friend of mine. It was a DJ Fabstar P. We started to do it because we have a strategy. Every day we spend like 3 weeks. Every day we have to produce 4 to 6 songs. I mean, instrumental. We put in work for real. And I had this idea with we were talking that we need something with energy, and we started to do the beats. Somehow we could not finish it. We stuck. If you have made music, sometimes you get inspired and you cannot finish the track. So I just put it beside, and I came, I will say, a couple of years or months after, could not finish the beat. So I went through some hard time in my life. And then one day, I was going for a job application, because when the time is hard, And I was in the bus, sitting in the bus, and I was like, okay, I will go through my catalog just to kill the time because I have like 2 hours to drive, you know. And I was listening to the beat, and then I was inspired, bro, because I was looking through the windows. I say in the story, I saw the grandmothers dancing with her children, and this scenario inspired me to finish the track. So I called Dr. Antoine. I say, hey, boy, I'm on the way. I gotta come to the studio. We gotta finish it, you know. And then we go to the studio with my new friends. So we just sit down. It took us like a night to finish it. And we finished it. Yeah. You have to finish the dance instrumental.
Get out! It's a dope song too. It's a dope song. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's dope. It's definitely a dope song. So what I want to get into, I know you've been on the stage with the likes of like 50 Cent, Flo Rida, Lil Jon. You know, how does being on the stage with those guys, you know, that are at different levels, just influence you to do the work that you do and try to push you to a different level? How do you cope with that?
For me, it was very, very, very good experience. You know, when you do something, you go from your home studio to the big stage, is like a dream come true, you know. And being with them, see how they work, you know. I will say we in the School of Music, and see how the big names work and the presence on the stage and how they handle the crowd. It was a big experience for me, you know. It was a big experience because I can share stage with them, got some advice, you know, how to do the thing on the stage. And I can just say it was really beneficial for me. It was a big benefit for me. And if now we meet us again, it will be great, you know. It will be great. It will be great.
All right. So before I let you get out of here, man, I just want to know, you know, what are the lessons that you've learned that have shaped your music, and how would you use those lessons to help a younger artist get in the game so they would know what's going on?
Can you please repeat the question? I didn't understand.
What are the lessons that you've learned, you know, being in music, that you would use to help a younger artist, you know, if they were trying to get in the music business?
I will put it like this, you know. If you want to be an artist nowadays, you have to put your heart, put in the work, you know. A lot of passion. You have to be passionate, and don't think too much. Don't overthink. This is the big problem with young artists. Just drop your shit out. If people love, you will see it. If they don't love, you have to change something. You have to fix and be authentic. I'm kind of artist that say be authentic because everybody doing the same things today, you know. And if you're original, it's like, for example, you go to the party, everybody dancing that way, and you come with some new tricks, and everybody will be like, "Oh man, who's this guy?" Be the guy. Everybody say, "Who's this guy?" You know. That's how we say to the young people.
I got you, man. I just want to say, I definitely thank you for showing up for the Juice today, man. We appreciate you. We're definitely wishing you big things in the future. But before you go, you know, just let the people out here know what you got going on, because I know you just dropped a single recently. You know, tell them how they can hear it, where they can reach you at, those type of things.
Yeah. Me, I have a lot of tracks coming out. I have an album on the way. So if you want to follow me, you got to go to Spotify. My name is, you know, Young Baby Bollerman the Kaiser. My website is youngbabybollermandekaiser.com. I will be everywhere. and I will let you know. Probably have a tour soon, you know. Maybe I will be in America soon. And I think, for everybody who want to find me, you can go to Instagram, Young Baby Bollerman the Kaiser. Yeah, that's it.
Man, I appreciate you coming through. And if y'all can't find them, all you gotta do is go to the Juice.media's page. Sorry, your post on there about him. Y'all go ahead and check that out, man. You know, check out his music. It's a lot of great music out there. And man, thanks for coming through, man. And this is the Juice, man. We'll have y'all next time.
Thank you, brother. Thank you to invite me.
Everybody keep it down for me.
Yeah. I saw it.
Hold my own entertainment.
Because it will not be a sin in the eyes of my...
That was the longest 4 minutes.